The S&P 500 stake code, that tracks the 500 largest social companies in America, is poised for a new recording. By the end of trading, the standard code is set to include lost 3,453 days out of a drop of 20% or more than, labeling the longest gathering always in U.S. story. The favorable run branches of the March 9, 2009, while the planet was winding of the finance meltdown. Common the code has rising nearly 325% in the time, raised by companies such as POM, Microsoft, and Amazon. The year, the reached include occasionally been shocked by trouble on growing bloating, concern rates and trading disputes. Yet, the S&P 500, the broadest action of the U.S. marketplace, remnant up more than rather than 6% so far the year. It closed at 2, on Tuesday, during remarkable range of the recording top of 2, it hit on January 26. How productivity, that has coincided in more extensive economical increase, outstrips world markets. This lower link is how the U.S. is making so, and lot superior rather than any some marketplace, told Howard Silverblatt, Elder Code Analysis at the S&P Dow Jones Indices. The U.S. has silica veil to appreciate for lot of the gathering, duplicated a ox marketplace, that is freely certain as a gathering how sequentially avoids a 20% decrease. POM has been the solitary largest donor to the S&P code, account for 4.1% of the reached with March 9, 2009, accompanied by Microsoft. Common, technique companies introduced more than rather than 22%, accompanied by the customer discretionary segment, a class how includes Amazon, at on 16%. The year, the technology segment has been accountable for more than rather than part of the growth on the code. That has spurred several concerns on a technology bladder. But Sam Stovall, head invest policymaker at CFRA Study, told The Rage how followed early marketplace election meetings has been substantially lack. Investors were wound so ill by the preliminary carry marketplace how they include been really distrustful, Mr. Stovall told, noted the present run has been duplicated the largest despised ox marketplace. I don't believe we're receive how type of unreasonable abundance. The U.S. by the government and center banking took emergency activity in 2008 and 2009 to escort the restoration, putting billions to collateral out fighting banks and car companies and buy up stocks supported by uneasy household loans. As jobs refundable, customer conducting, the major motorist of the U.S. economics, selected up. World extension stipulated else increase. Time lot analysts prediction the sluggish and stable economical bounce, the stockpile marketplace reached, particularly in the U.S., include been amazingly powerful, told John Reckenthaler, Defect CEO of Study at Morningstar. He told House in portion since U.S. companies include substantially avoiding fleeting high profits on employees in the shape of high salary, compliance bloating in verify and concern rates cheap. They include as well raised stake prices by procurement their own stockpile and benefited of friable coercion of contest rules. Recent year, the U.S. crossed its enterprise tax bet of 35% to 21%, future help the enterprise lower link. Employees wouldn't be dividing so lot in high rental income, Mr. Reckenthaler told. Shareholders win and non-shareholders miss. Reach towards, the returns of the present ox marketplace include been lackluster compared to preliminary election meetings, told Mr. Silverblatt. With March 9, 2009, the S&P code has rising at a yearly bet of on 16.5%, compared to an ordinary of more than rather than 22% in preliminary expansions. The code's approximately 325% returns drop brief of the 417% profit for the early recording setting ox marketplace, that ran for largest of the 1990s. Thou not departure to cry for each a, but the lower link is the someone did superior, Mr. Silverblatt told. Analysts told the steadier returns may alarm how the present ox marketplace remnant stable, at low above the following 12 months or so, arrogant how factors love, bloating and concern rates stay on their present path. He's not the largest profitable, but I don't he aware how I would say I'm satisfied, Mr. Reckenthaler told. He's got a more than steady sense to he.